Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Cummins and welcome to this video. Now today I've got a bit of a surprise for you and a bit of a freebie. I've gone through the entire Shoninki, which is True Path of the Ninja. I did this on my way to Japan, and when I was in Japan I spent 2 weeks doing it, and I've isolated every single teaching from the Shoninki and made it into an individual downloadable list. So if you don't go any further than this in the video, click the link below, get to the PDF, download it, share it around, use it, do whatever you want with it, you know, show it to friends, translate it into different languages. The list that I've created down below is free for you to use. So, what exactly have I done right? For those who are staying with me in the video, basically I went through this book going over to Japan, and I spent many hours with Yoshie going through the individual teachings. And what I've tried to do is isolate every teaching that Natori Masazumi talks about, or every point. Now, that's not without its problems. It's actually quite problematic, because sometimes, for example, it says sheltering under trees. Now, it's the grammar used in the original Japanese medieval text insinuates that, for example, sheltering under trees after dusk is a very bad thing to do. It's not something you shouldn't do, but it's a position you should never be in, i.e. you should find somewhere to stay before it gets dark, and preferably with another person's daughter, in a brothel, in different places. But it does say that, you know, if you have to shelter under trees, then, you know, you're pretty much going down the wrong path. Not the wrong path, you're not as good as you think you are, basically, is what it's inferred. But still, that means sheltering under trees in the wildlife, out in the open, in say, winter, is still a thing the ninja have to do, even if they don't get it 100% right. So lessons like that have gone into the text. So even sheltering under trees, even though it's not the best thing you should be doing, it's still something that is there. If it outright says don't do something, you know, this is something you shouldn't be doing, we've not put that in. And on what we've done is all the different multiple layers of teachings we've separated and made in their individual points. Now it comes up to about 380, approximately 380 different skills. So that's 380 different skills you can be talking about, practicing, using. This list is a list for life. You're going to have to use it for life. So that's 380 odd different things you and your friends can do multiple videos about, research about, do images about, practice, train, and that's just one scroll out of about 30 for Natori Ryu. If something on the list is slightly at odds with what's in this book, please understand that it's because this is the first edition. Like I said when we first published this, I pointed out the mistakes we'd made and how they'd be changed and how we'd be tightening the text. Well, we're going into the second edition. We've had multiple prints of that, but we're now going into the second edition, which means that we've really tightened it up as best we can. That edition will be available in 2017. Right. Pretty much I'm going to leave it there. The list, and only the list of course, is free for you to use. Please download it, pass it about. If you've got anybody who's interested in the ninja, pass it on. Make sure it gets around. Those people who are following Natori Ryu there and you're on Natori Ryu Hub, make sure that this list stays in your, you know, primary teaching folder and that you're using it all as much as possible. Now, David Osborne, who runs the ninjutsu part of the curriculum in Natori Ryu Hub, will be using this list and will be referencing this list. And of course, all the other admins will also be aided in different ways. So I hope it helps. I hope the list helps. Special thank you to Janie for going through it with us. Of course, Miyako and Yoshi are the ones who've really done the backbone of the work, apart from me just reading it out. And we went through it bit by bit to make sure it was as correct as it possibly can be. Just so you're aware, it does say in very light grey under the title version 1.1. We will in the future possibly add or subtract or change or manipulate the list. But you'll be able to clearly identify this with version 1.2, 1.3 until we get a total revamped list, which will be version 2. But that shouldn't be for a long time, if ever. At least you'll get to find out if we've changed any little bits by the point something version number. Okay guys, looking forward to it. Subscribe here, of course. Get the book if you want to follow Natori Ryu, and join us on Natori Ryu Hub to keep up to date with all the training news.